it doesn't really show. But I must also say that there may be two reasons among some of these things happen. Okay. So one of them, we've entered the dry season. What you say, a banner such challenges far. That could be one of the reasons. The other reason is that there were some isolated issues within the system, and yet we are repairing pipe burst to leakage to we can't just allow the water to go waste because people have to get water. We need to isolate the area and repair immediately. Then everything I restore supply. So that is what we are seeing now. But we are still monitoring the system. Once they're proud to holidays here about the coming first week in December, what we did was to announce in November. We always do, request for or every how do I say logistics. Every region will need to do final maintenance of the year first week in December before the holidays. This we do every year, and this we did that. This year we did that. It's meaning every resources they need to enable them respond to leakages on time, to enable them make sure that consumers have water throughout the holiday period, because a long holiday period, a lot of people, about 90% of people will be home or will be at programs where water will be needed. Water is essential around this time. Indeed, we have done that, and repairs and leakages air cost. And the moment they get information, we make sure say you're repairing them so that at least with me I restore supply. See, may I apologize to the entire public that some of these things may occur, but if it occurs, now they should inform us immediately so we identify the problem, have it rectified immediately, and then water can be restored.
Okay, so I'm also getting reports that Tema Community 17 and Nungwa for the past 2 weeks also ensure a bit of a challenge. Meaning say a BM2 say there but what is most important to me is dear na more especially in times like this
so like I said, you provided all regions, all districts with logistics. They need to respond to some of these reports immediately. It comes to their notice, so that a repair in terms of restore supply. Once a widespread. If you also use tankers now, any possible. So I say, around this time we use tankers for essential service providers like hospitals, so. But within the communities, we isolate and make sure that we repair within the shortest time possible, and then we restore supply. If you areas now we have the reports. Community 17, for instance, there was a burst around 18. Motor we now remove 18 junction. There was a serious burst around that area. That burst has been repaired. Into you say by close of day to day and now quarter or chinano. Water should get to 17 and 18 area baby.
Okay, so we should be rest assured, say all the areas I have Ghana Water Company, are aware. Now we
are aware. I can even mention more places. There's somebody who calls me almost on daily basis from Palace Town, but we are now. For instance, a warm hill so kaka. Inti my precious no intim build it up. Mano so inti what we are doing is say. Isolating some areas, need to push it so no lack of pressure. And so best crap was just lack of pressure. So
okay, so
isolated areas you could report and our people are on the ground making sure that all these things will be repaired within the shortest time possible. Now so
a bit of education here. Complaints even say ensure no crime and so bill the pepe. Na insu aye muno na yetua hoka eno ede ne basa sanity
imagine so say your bills no postpaid onum wi ansa na bill na ba Besides, we have a social contract with their customers. So you have to receive your bill at the end of every month. Now, we bill our customers according to their consumption, and their consumption is measured by their meter. So, the meter will not read. So, the meter will not read. It will indicate that your consumption is zero. We have to let you know, say, that particular month, your consumption was zero. So, and this is your bill. That is the social contract you have with you. Every month, you have to receive your bill.
I see. Yeah,
so people will receive their bills even if they haven't consumed water. And then it will indicate on their bill, say, their consumption was zero. But since after the meter will read, since after and will bill you for that. So, for instance, in a whole month, if you're waiting in school for 3 or 4 days, so 3 or 4 days now bill bar, you can't still say because it's on bar for 3 or 4 days, I didn't pay a bill. No. You have consumed 27 days out of the 31 days in a month. So that bill will come. So to the mechanism.
On se senka December bosumi a woman. Bill ebeba in November, correct?
November, yes, exactly.
So January December, correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So, how?
For instance, when you're in second week in December and our first week in December, when you're bill, I don't just say because you've not had water, within the first week in December, no, you shouldn't receive a bill. You receive a bill for your consumption in November.
Ghana for Bicasa, her text message with your sending me. It is Wakumum. Ghana for Bicasa. Tea, make kind of pepper patch. Oh my. So the lack of pressure, no. What should we do about it? Papa Ipa. It didn't have a cajano.
I can only apologize to him. Such as but like I said initially, we are managing the situation. For instance, Palace Town, you didn't mention it, I mentioned it. Such as and I'm telling you, because it's on a hill, it is very difficult for the water to get there. So what we are doing in that area is we'll separate some areas and then we'll push the water. Now it's me, I climb the hill. That is what we are doing. We have to manage the system. We have to appreciate the fact to say your demand for water it's far more than Ghana Water Company can supply at this time. Such as your 3 treatment plants in Holland. The 3 treatment plants in general will give us around 150 million gallons of water a day. Demand for water in Accra is close to 200 million gallons of water a day. So how can we be able to serve all our customers within the month and now within the week? What will you do? In some areas, some areas by virtue of their proximity to your pipelines and their proximity to your headways and another they may move 24/7. Due to and by virtue of where they live, like Palace Town on a hill, and I said some areas that are farther away from the source, they can't get enough water all the time. In the church, I will tell you to me, blocking some areas so that we'll force the water to go to where they are. Until you bet me, expanding in treatment plants, and I say you bet see new treatment plants, we'll be faced with this challenge. But let us appreciate the work of the Ghana Water Company Limited, making sure, at least everybody within the metropolis gets water averagely 4 days in a week. Something I can say. Sometimes we'll be faced with challenges like we are facing within the dry season. We'll be faced with such challenges. But that must be appreciated because in the rainy season, a lot of people will use tap water. What happens is that we can build on the pressures and more people will get. But in the dry season, everybody resorts to tap water. Okay? Then there's pressure on the water and the water cannot travel very far like the way we expect. So appreciate the work of the Ghana Water Company Limited and then appreciate the way we are working within the system. Support us. Don't waste water. Around this time, we don't expect that people will be washing their cars with water hoses. Somebody be a pipe. We don't expect people to be watering their lawns, so many water hose, and almost sprinklers, no, lawns, pa. We don't expect people to do that. Okay, we don't expect people just open taps and waste water. We expect people to use water wisely around the time, so that at least we can build on the pressures and send water, so that more people can have access to the water. We are really working hard. Holidays are more for Ekobi. Ghana Water Company staff, you can call holidays. Such as our people are working 24/7 and working throughout the Christmas holidays just to ensure, say, consumers have water in their homes throughout the holidays.
All right. No one enough here. Ramati minja na 2 hour juma or body boa Ghana so. Mickey Ampofo say he's a victim to sometimes not getting water, but air passing through the tubes, are also the meter to read. It also no or a victim. I don't know how to determine who's that is the issue. Anna yenu na boatin so busa say enei mo detectors bia mo major pipelines be paya mutim detect your office say aha there's a challenge here, we need to rush into this place. Anna
perfect. 2 questions. The second one, I'll spend a bit of time my explaining my channel. But with the first one, gentleman say he's a victim. In Fama, the pipes, I'm on the meter and reading. If that is his suspicion, when water is flowing, he shouldn't leave any faucets open, or maybe he should have a tap in only fee at two. But trust me, believe you me, in so entry and from meter no reading. We get some complaints like that, and when we explain that, sometimes people find it difficult to appreciate what we are saying. So, share a meter no so there's a red AB also calibrated also. Once not a bullet pram. I am not going to say the bullet is and I just say
meter ready.
There be. Since so from what the calibrators will read once the numbers no call, but since so from there the numbers will not move. Okay, so there's no way that can happen. But Mr. Say, if this is how somebody feels now, if he hasn't got water in his home now, he shouldn't leave the taps open. He should make sure that all the taps, all the faucets are closed, so that if someone into me and ya quiet and from M&S.
Well, era Matthew, what one in Commodium, John also a day and commodity be cajon. Facha is here, Jobre, forgive me because.
No, it's my job. You know me very well.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Timidasepa. Okosuka say, or receive a bill of about 2,000. Now, or report to that was the explanation the water company gave him.
And anyway, my son say he can call me on the side, and then I'll make sure the problem is solved. I'll be very much surprised, say, if a professional from Ghana Water Company will give such an explanation. I'll be very much shocked. But you should side by me now. But all listeners, Obia Otem voice should take it from me. Say infama into me meter no ready. So Obia now if you say sign happen now, make sure all taps and faucets are closed so that the air no entering for pipeline no air escape. So that I think that suspicion is so big.
Obisoma a suggestion of digitization say a chem say mo da so read the meters. Adna mon digitizing afi be onipa no consumption obey no just by digitization afi pa otua ne kana bibia kama.
Inti me the way na be can the other question I make one say more. Digitization no say can Ghana Water Company. Yen started digitization. So now we are reading our meters using Android devices. The readings are sent into the cloud, and then you receive your bill on your phone as a text message. So now we are going a step further, such that we wouldn't even come into your home. Now we are using smart meters. Some of your customers know your system will meters know that. So we have smart meters. Now we are moving to the point, we wouldn't come to your homes to read again, but we'll just drive along the streets within the community and we'll be picking the readings remotely.
Wow.
Okay. Now we also get to the point where we use drones. The drones will just fly within the communities and pick all the readings. Indeed, among for India would say a gradual process. But when it comes to digitization, a Ghana Water Company, you need a certain pace. So now people can pay their bills using the POS in some of our collection points. We are we are sending more POS to their collection points so that the government receiving them by the end of the year. There should be a POS equipment in almost every collection point where you can just pay using your Pesa card.
Okay, so anyway, on this note,
you can use Momo. Momo no dey starting yake. Oh, you see Momo, all the telcos, you can pay your bills by more, and then that was an open first payment we are Now somebody asked the question, say, you need device are able to be package
exactly
if there's a challenge within your
exactly.
Yes, we have it. As a modern technology we are setting up. Not long ago, you're commissioning in June. Such that it's a technology center. We have a screens that know that our pipelines you're picking it digitally, our digital map. So such that if there's a reduction in we are able to tell all the pressures within your pipeline. If there's a reduction in any area now, it will indicate on the monitor, and then we'll try to find out what has caused the reduction in the pressure. So this technology hub it is being monitored 24/7. So I can organize for you to come and visit your technology center, and you will marvel at what we have. We launched it only in June, and it's working perfectly. So we are able to identify the challenges and have them rectified. And one thing I'm saying, I'm not going to be able to complain, say, and 2 days in yes, because we are able to even detect a first hand, and then move to the area before people even identify. So, we are really, really working hard, and some of these things are from internally generated funds. Okay, anything that's amount for some of those catapa and high, because we've had to do some of these things on our own. Now, in Czechia, about 2-3 weeks ago, we had a team go to Budapest. Okay, and the sort of things that happen in Budapest, and the sort of in Kofua, they are moving down to Ghana to invest in the water sector within the next 2 to 3 months. You marvel. So there's a lot of things being done. Okay, but we need the support of consumers. We need the support of customers. All we need from you is that at the end of the month, make your bill, your water bill, part of your budget and settle it on time. Men China be disconnect too. Men China and you announcement and you say and sign or no, just make it part of your budget.
Right.
Whether you receive your bill or not, you go and pay. So about the Ghana Water Company Limited, such small resources, you invest back into the service, into the system, so that we can serve our consumers better.
Right.
So let's just support ourselves. GWCL is doing everything possible to enable consumers get enough water and to enjoy their holidays and to enjoy themselves. Same way we expect that they'll also be at least responsible enough to be settling their bills, so that at least when you spend their invest back into the system. So it's a cyclical issue.
But I'll be interested. Ebra Ubenya Hona Metimiakoshe more technology center, just to speak to the matter. All right, we'll arrange. So thank you so much. Stanley Mate and Akasa to some of the issues I'm already what I'm saying. The assurance is that in Abutre, one goes about to on notice on Edijuma